right. Our next comedian is the one, the only, the glamorous Liz Fabian.
Hello. Okay, I'm actually standing up because that's what it's called.
Yeah, good. Right on, Liz. Right on.
Okay. So I wanted to start by telling you something about myself. I've always wanted to be badass. People will say, she is such a badass. Or, there goes that badass, but with a good ass. The most I've managed so far is to not appear to be badass, but to say something, just a word or two, that is indeed badass. An example, for some reason, no one ever expects me to say fuck. They usually just laugh when I do. And I worry, is that getting a cheap laugh? Getting cheap laughs is not badass. Worrying about things, definitely not badass. Unless you say something badass like blowjob or possibly bite me. Yesterday I was watching a British telly show and I noticed that the C word was being used very, very liberally. Now it turns out that the C word is used by Brits where we would simply call someone a jerk, a dick, or possibly a twat.
Bringing it hot.
So I've decided that since life is relatively unstimulating now, I'll just adopt a proper British accent. And when I go to the grocery store and someone is blocking my way with a shopping cart, I'll just look at them and say, "What a cunt." How long do you think I'll last, though?
She's the George Carlin.
A while ago, I went to the doctor for a checkup and I brought my usual list of questions. And one of the questions was, why can I no longer remember anyone's name? And sometimes I forget what I'm looking for in the time it takes to walk from the stove to that big white box in the corner. And then I forgot to ask the doctor the question. So later on in a conversation with my friend Rita, neither one of us can remember an actor's name. Just can't. He's married to Who's It with the What's It, and she sang that song. The song, it was a huge hit. She was on Oprah. It was in that other movie with the twist, not the dance. Earth to Rita, keep up with me. In the plot line, there was a twist, something about astral projection. You weren't supposed to give it away. Rita just looks at me and sighs. We're getting old. I think we both have CRS. CRS? Yeah, CRS. Can't remember shit.
I have that. I heard something.
Nonetheless, I try to keep up with things and stay woke because one of my most profound fears is becoming an old, unwoke fart. In an online class, I was asked to introduce myself, including my preferred pronouns. So I'm thinking, I know the answer to this one. Liz, she/her/hers. But when it was my turn, I proudly said she/her/mom. And obviously, I didn't say the slashes.
You're the only one who thought that.
Actually, yes, I did. My town recently sent out a survey asking how residents feel about the police force's interactions with the community. They also asked for some very nuanced personal information. My neighbor Marcy emails me about the survey. What is demisexual? Google doesn't even recognize it as a word. What's pansexual? Why is it any of their business? Now, let me just admit here that sometimes me not knowing something doesn't stop me from venturing a guess in the guise of a definitive answer.
Right.
I mean, I memorized LGBTQIA a long time ago, like in 1994, and I can rattle it off like that. So I write back to Marcy. Well, I think you probably need to consult a millennial. I could maybe lend you one of mine. Now, normally I'd recommend a Gen Z for this, but a lot of them are still underage and you might get in trouble just by having this conversation with them. So here we go. Demisexual. Demi means half. Therefore, the person is half as interested in sex as full sexuals. And I wrote full sexuals as one word and then I added that little TM symbol. I'm not sure if demisexual refers to sexy time only during half the hours of the day or all day long, but only using half of the body. And now, pansexual, I know this one too, will screw anyone or anything with a pulse. And I'm not even sure if the pulse is mandatory. Oh, and I'm also pretty sure pansexuals love to have sex in the kitchen. That's my time. Thank you.
A pansexual! Right on!